What if everything we knew about the Egyptian pyramids was just the surface of a much deeper truth? Imagine this: beneath the sands of Giza, not only tombs and treasures lie buried, but something far greater, an entire city hidden in silence for thousands of years. A discovery so massive it could change how we view ancient civilizations forever. Recently, a group of international researchers made headlines by claiming they had uncovered enormous underground structures beneath the Great Pyramid. Structures that no ancient text, no map, and no previous expedition had ever mentioned. What they found wasn't just a hidden chamber or another secret tunnel. It was something different. Something that suggests the existence of an underground metropolis, geometrically aligned, multi-leveled, and stretching deeper than we ever thought possible. This isn't a sci-fi movie plot. These claims come from scientists using cutting-edge imaging technology. They're talking about a lost world buried deep beneath one of the most mysterious places on Earth. But how reliable is this discovery? Could it really be true, or is it just another exaggerated internet hoax? And if it is true, who built it? Why was it hidden? And what secrets does it still hold? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear could completely redefine the history of humanity. It all started with a quiet press conference that barely made the evening news. But within hours, the story had spread like wildfire across the internet. Scientists from Italy and Scotland revealed what they claimed was the most important archaeological finding of the century: a vast system of underground structures beneath the Great Pyramid of Giza. The announcement was met with disbelief, fascination, and an avalanche of speculation. The researchers, Corrado Malanga, Filippo Biondi, and Armando May, presented detailed 3D models showing 5 identical formations buried deep under the pyramid, each connected by a geometric network of pathways. The sheer scale of the structures shocked even the most skeptical viewers. Social media exploded with videos, theories, and questions. Was this proof of a forgotten civilization? Or were we all being fooled? What set this discovery apart was not just the boldness of the claim, but the method behind it. The scientists said they used synthetic aperture radar, a technology originally developed for military purposes, to peer beneath the surface without ever breaking ground. The images, they insisted, showed structures that could not have formed naturally. Suddenly the world was watching. Major platforms like Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube were flooded with discussions. Some users were amazed. Others called it a hoax. But one thing was clear: the idea that an entire city might lie hidden beneath the world's most iconic pyramid had reignited global curiosity and suspicion about what else Egypt might be hiding. The project behind this astonishing revelation was codenamed Project Khafre, named after the pharaoh believed to have built the second pyramid of Giza. But this wasn't a government mission or a university-backed expedition. It was an independent initiative led by a coalition of scientists, engineers, and researchers determined to uncover what conventional archaeology had ignored. What made Project Khafre so controversial wasn't just what they claimed to have found. It was how they conducted their research. Instead of relying on traditional excavation methods, which are heavily restricted in Egypt, they turned to non-invasive technology. By combining high-frequency satellite radar with ground-based seismic analysis, they were able to map subterranean anomalies without ever setting foot inside the pyramid complex. Corrado Malanga, one of the leading figures in the project, was known for his unconventional theories about human consciousness and ancient civilizations. His involvement alone caused many to dismiss the findings as pseudo-archaeology, but the data presented was hard to ignore: symmetrical structures, consistent spacing, and depths that defied natural formations. The team worked in near secrecy for over 3 years before going public. According to their own documents, they wanted to gather enough evidence before releasing any claims to avoid ridicule or dismissal. Their report described a network of artificial structures, chambers and corridors extending more than 600 meters below the pyramid's base. Despite the doubts, Project Khafre had done something no one else had dared. It challenged the world's oldest assumptions with modern tools and a bold theory that couldn't be ignored. According to the data revealed by Project Khafre, what lies beneath the Great Pyramid isn't just a random collection of underground voids, it's an entire architectural complex. At approximately 2,000 meters below the surface, the team identified 5 identical structures aligned with near-perfect symmetry. Each formation appeared to have 5 distinct levels, suggesting a vertical layout similar to modern buildings. These levels were interconnected by what looked like spiral pathways or ramps, leading researchers to speculate on their use as living quarters, ritual sites, or even energy chambers. Beneath these 5 main structures, the team reported discovering 8 cylindrical formations, each hollow on the inside and resembling wells or shafts. These extended even deeper, up to 649 meters below the primary layer, and were arranged in a spiral configuration. The structures weren't scattered randomly. They followed a precise geometric pattern that suggested intelligent design rather than natural geological activity. To illustrate the scale, the team shared a model comparing one of the underground formations to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. The result was staggering. If their analysis is correct, the buried structure dwarfs the skyscraper in total volume. What shocked many experts was the architectural intelligence implied by the layout. How could an ancient civilization, without advanced tools, design something so vast and geometrically complex? Or, even more puzzling, did someone else build it? The mystery deepened with every detail. While critics remained skeptical, even they agreed. If these structures are real, their existence would rewrite not only Egyptian history, but the history of humanity itself. An entire subterranean world, forgotten by time, may be lying quietly beneath one of the most iconic monuments ever built. One of the most fascinating aspects of this discovery isn't just what was found, it's how it was found. Project Khafre relied on a technology called synthetic aperture radar, or SR, to peer beneath the desert floor. Originally developed for military reconnaissance, SAR uses radio waves and satellite imaging to create high-resolution, 3-dimensional maps of subterranean structures without any physical contact with the ground. By combining SAR with data from orbiting satellites and ground-level seismic readings, the team created detailed 3D renderings of what lay beneath the Great Pyramid. The resolution was sharp enough to reveal patterns, edges, and voids that suggested intelligent architecture rather than natural formations. But this technology comes with controversy. While SAR is incredibly advanced, it's also highly experimental when applied to archaeology. The depths claimed by Project Khafre, some exceeding 600 meters, raised eyebrows in the scientific community. Critics questioned whether current SAR capabilities could truly detect structures that deep with accuracy. Nonetheless, the imagery presented was striking. The renderings showed symmetrical chambers, curved passageways, and vertical columns, unlike anything previously documented beneath the pyramids. These weren't just blurry anomalies. They were consistent patterns across multiple scans, collected over several years. Whether or not SR was pushed beyond its proven limits, the project's results were impossible to ignore. If even a fraction of the data is accurate, it would represent a revolution in how we explore ancient sites, especially those that can't be physically excavated due to legal or cultural restrictions. With such a mysterious discovery, speculation was inevitable. If these underground structures were real, what were they used for? Some researchers proposed that the formations could be part of a massive acoustic chamber system, designed to generate vibrational frequencies by flooding with water, acting like a gigantic resonance machine. According to this theory, the ancient Egyptians may have used sound to alter consciousness, heal the body, or even communicate with the divine. Others took a bolder stance. They suggested the structures were remnants of a lost technology, an advanced civilization predating recorded history. The spiral shafts and geometric layouts they claimed were too sophisticated for ancient tools. Perhaps these formations once harnessed electromagnetic energy from the Earth itself, channeling it through the pyramid like a cosmic antenna. It's a theory that echoes Nikola Tesla's dream of wireless energy and raises the unsettling possibility that the ancients may have achieved it long ago. And then, of course, there are the extraterrestrial theories. Some believe these structures are not human at all. The sheer scale and precision have led some fringe theorists to suggest that the pyramids and the hidden city beneath were built with alien guidance or even by non-human hands altogether. While mainstream science has largely dismissed these ideas, the public's imagination ran wild. Countless documentaries, blog posts, and social media threads dissected every possibility. Could the pyramids be far more than royal tombs? Could they be keys to forgotten powers or evidence of ancient visitors from beyond Earth? In the absence of definitive proof, one thing is certain. The more we uncover beneath the pyramids, the less we truly understand about them. As the buzz around Project Khafra grew, so did the scrutiny. Leading archaeologists and geophysicists from respected institutions began to question the legitimacy of the findings. One of the most vocal critics was Dr. Lawrence Conyers, a professor of anthropology and expert in ground-penetrating radar. He argued that the depths claimed in the study, some exceeding 600 meters, were far beyond the proven range of current radar technology. According to Dr. Conyers, while SAR can detect shallow voids and anomalies, it's unreliable at such extreme depths. He warned that misinterpretations of data, especially when using uncalibrated or experimental equipment, could easily lead to false conclusions. In his words, yes, there may be cavities under the pyramid, but calling them a city is a leap of imagination, not science. Other scholars raised concerns about the lack of peer review. The study had not been published in any reputable scientific journal. Instead, it had been presented directly to the public through press releases and social media, a move that made many experts skeptical of its integrity. There were also doubts about the researchers themselves. Some had controversial backgrounds, and their previous work had been labeled speculative or pseudo-scientific. This led many in the academic community to dismiss Project Khafra as more hype than substance. Still, the data was out there, and even the harshest critics admitted until a proper excavation could be done, no one could say with certainty what truly lies beneath the sands of Giza. While the idea of a hidden city beneath the pyramids may sound far-fetched, history offers surprising precedents. Across the world, entire underground settlements have been discovered, some carved with precision, others built as havens from war or persecution. One of the most famous examples is Derinkuyu, a vast subterranean city in Turkey capable of housing over 20,000 people. It contained ventilation shafts, schools, kitchens, and even chapels, all hidden dozens of meters below the earth. In Egypt itself, there have been lesser-known findings that point to underground constructions. Early Christian communities facing violent persecution are believed to have used underground chambers to worship in secret. In some desert regions, remnants of ancient tunnels and hollowed-out shelters have been unearthed, hinting at a forgotten layer of life that once thrived below. Theories also exist that many ancient cities were originally built above ground, but were slowly buried by centuries of sandstorms and erosion. Over time, their structures became hidden beneath layers of sediment, giving the illusion they were intentionally built underground. What separates Project Khafra's claims is the scale. If true, it would represent not just another underground settlement, but one of such size and complexity that it rivals modern urban centers. And while the scientific world remains divided, Past discoveries remind us that human history is full of surprises buried beneath our feet, sometimes literally. Could Giza be hiding the next great revelation? Or are we simply seeing echoes of the underground worlds we've already uncovered? If Project Khafra's findings are proven true, the consequences would be nothing short of revolutionary. The discovery of a massive, intelligently designed city beneath the Great Pyramid would challenge everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt, and possibly about human civilization itself. Our textbooks, our timelines, even our understanding of technological development would need to be rewritten. How could such a complex structure be built thousands of years ago without the use of modern machinery? Who planned its layout? What was its purpose? Was it a spiritual center, a scientific facility, or something else entirely? Theories would multiply, and so would the debates. It would also raise urgent questions. Why was this city hidden for so long? Was it buried by natural forces or intentionally concealed? And most importantly, what else is still hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered? Beyond archaeology, the implications would ripple through culture, politics, and religion. Some might see it as proof of a lost, advanced civilization. Others would connect it to ancient myths or prophecies. Entire belief systems could be shaken or validated. Governments would likely tighten access to the site. New expeditions would be planned. Funding would pour into research, and millions of eyes would turn once again to the desert, seeking answers in the shadows of the pyramids. Because if the story is true, we've only just scratched the surface, literally and figuratively, of a mystery that could reshape our entire understanding of the past. For now, the underground city beneath the pyramids remains a mystery, one suspended between science and speculation. There's no final answer, no definitive proof, just data, questions, and a world divided between belief and doubt. But maybe that's what makes this story so powerful, because whether it's real or not, it sparks something ancient within us. A thirst for discovery, a need to uncover what's been hidden, and a hope that history still holds secrets worth chasing. And maybe, just maybe, the truth is even more incredible than the theories. So what do you believe? Is there a forgotten civilization buried beneath Giza? Are we on the edge of a historical breakthrough? Or simply witnessing another modern myth take shape? Let us know in the comments what you think. Your opinion matters, and we read every single one. Don't forget to like this video if the story fascinated you, and hit that subscribe button to join us on future explorations of the world's most intriguing mysteries. We've only just begun to dig.